Well, hello. My name's Kathleen Everest, and this is my therapy dog, Fred.
My name is Bill Bushnell. My dog's name is Rudy.
My name is Liz Cooper, and this is Zeke.
Kathy Lorenz, and this is my dog Tilly. We live in Ware, and like everybody else, we're members of the Therapy Dogs International.
My name is Bill Ames. I've been a volunteer for a couple of years now. I live in Bow, and I've had the pleasure of being an escort for Bill and Rudy and Liz and Zeke.
My name is Lisa Challender. I'm the volunteer coordinator at the Concord Regional VNA. And the Concord Regional VNA is a home care and hospice care organization that serves patients in over 40 towns in the Concord area.
It is really heartwarming to work with these animals and their handlers, and to see the smiles that come in the rooms, and have the opportunity where some patients will really open up and talk. And I think they want to talk, and they just don't have somebody to talk to, and they feel more at ease when one of these dogs are in the room with them. I've seen that a couple of times with both Zeke and Rudy.
Yes, I have a story. This was about 4 years ago. Lola and I were invited in a room with a patient who was very near passing to the other side. And she was a dog lover. And I got Lola up on a chair, and he put his head down on the bed, and the patient started petting her head and rubbing her head. And that dog held that position. I timed it for 14 minutes.
We had met an autistic teenager, and I gave his leash to the boy, and he was walking around while I was talking to his mother, and his mother was telling me that she had been taking him to therapy, and he would just sit in front of the therapist for an hour without saying a word, refused to talk to him. And he had off his leash. He was walking around with him for half an hour, 45 minutes, pouring out his whole life story to that dog. And even though he didn't talk to anybody else, he was comfortable talking to the dog.
I had an experience with Fred. The escort always asks the patient or the family if they would like a dog visit. And this patient was non-responsive and had been non-responsive and was what is called actively dying. But the family was there, and they said, sure, let the dog come on in. So we came in. Fred walked around to the other side of the bed and put his head down on the bed next to the patient. And the patient, who had not had any response whatsoever for a couple of days, picked up his hand, put it on Fred's head, and pet it and made a little sound. And I think that made the family's day, because it was reinforced that, yes, Dad can hear us. He knows what's going on around him.
Our pet therapy volunteers, wow, this is why I love my job. They are just beloved by the staff, the patients and families, and everyone they meet. I feel particularly honored to work with this group of people. They visit hospice house, they visit patients in their homes, and they visit patients in long-term care facilities. And one of the reasons why I nominated this particular group of volunteers is because they truly embrace the spirit of hospice, one of the very important foundations of hospice, which is treating and the whole person.
I just say that it's a wonderful thing to do, and it's a wonderful way to spend time with your dog. That's something different besides going for a walk.